Hey everybody, it's Mike Weller from the Weller Group, your Yorba Linda real estate specialist. So it's February 2020. We're here with our February market update for Yorba Linda. We're in a super hot, super strong seller's market. And I'm not one to come on here and just throw puff out all the time. If you go back and look at my videos from most of last year, you'll see that that's not the case. Last year was very neutral. The end of 2018 was kind of very neutral, almost like a buyer's market. We actually saw prices drop a teeny tiny bit over the course of the year last year in Yorba Linda. Not significantly, but just a teeny tiny bit. We certainly didn't have appreciation in 2019 overall. You know, in some places, some neighborhoods, we did. But anyway, the last probably 3 months, since November, I would say, we've turned into a very strong seller's market again, and that's actually the 3-month period we're looking at: November, December, January. I just want to share some of these numbers with you and compare them to the same time last year, just to give you some perspective. So overall in Yorba Linda, we had 224 properties go under contract the last 3 months. So the same time last year, we only had 154. So that's a significant number of sales over the same time last year. So we have 1.6 months of inventory in Yorba Linda. This time last year we had just about 4 months of inventory. So it's a very different market than we were at this time last year. In the different market segments that we look at, so condos and townhomes, we had 60 properties go under contract the past 3 months. The same time last year there were only 24. So again, that's a crazy difference. We have 1 month of inventory. We had almost 5 months of inventory this time last year in that market segment. So the entry-level homes in Yorba Linda, which we define as $800,000 or less, we had 47 go under contract. This time last year we had 52. And the only reason we didn't have more go under contract this time was just because there's no inventory. There's only 0.6 months of inventory. There's hardly anything on the market under 800,000 in Yorba Linda. If there was a little bit more inventory there, we would have seen more pending sales this past 3 months there. In the mid-price range, 800,000 and 1.4, we have 1.2 months of inventory. This time last year we had 4.4 months of inventory. So that, again, no inventory. We had 85 properties go under contract the last 3 months versus 58 this time last year in that price range. And then the luxury market, big difference there too. We had 32 properties go under contract. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but we only had 20 go under contract the same time last year. So sales are up in the 1.4 million and above price category. 5.2 months of inventory. Again, it sounds like a lot, and it is compared to the lower price ranges. That's always the case. But we had 8.2 months of inventory this time last year. And going back even into 2018, I mean, we had times where we had over 10 months of inventory. So long story short, there's not a lot of inventory. Interest rates are low. Buyer demand is up. Sales are up. If we continue to see these market conditions, especially as we get into the spring, we're definitely going to have some appreciation here this spring. We're going to have prices go up 3%, 4%, 5%, between now and the 4th of July, somewhere around there. Second half of this year may be very different. Election year, the market here always kind of tails off a little bit as you get to the end of the summer. Plus, it's an election year. It's probably an extra special election year. There's probably going to be even more eyes on the election this year than usual. So I would expect the second half of 2020 to be very different than what we might see the next 4 or 5 months or so. So anyway, if you have any specific questions about your neighborhood or anywhere else in Yorba Linda or the surrounding areas, reach out, give me a call. I'm always happy to hear from you, and look forward to seeing you around town. Take care, everybody.